We'll see it's there, right? So I bought like a little sketchbook, a little one, and a bigger one.
Oh, there's no way to rotate it? And then the model's going to be on the right side.
Yeah.
I mean, if we do that, we can still see us both. Is that what you want? I also got pencils.
Okay, cool. We have our back.
Yeah, like that. Look at that lighting. That's great. You got your tools?
Yeah.
I'll ask you about them. Okay. How do you know when it's time to start?
Oh, so there's a red light. Or a green light.
That'd be really cool if we had an iPad to put the timer.
I was gonna. Yeah, more than that.
What do you know?
I was gonna.
Yeah, bro. I haven't seen a Wi-Fi yet, so.
Sign in with phone number, sign in with Twitter.
Twitter.
Satine Phoenix.
Oh yeah, so if you're doing sketches and you want to sell them, I don't know if you read that, but all you need to do is let me know, and then we'll tell them what number your sketch is.
Oh, like when it's like, that was number 8, number 1.
Yeah, because we have it listed as 1 to 10,
Okay.
like on the site. So if they see something they like, you're like, hey, you like this? You can buy it, number 2.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool. We can do that. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if they do, they do. If they don't, I just like to offer it.
Okay.
You don't have to. I mean, some people don't even want it to be drawn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, can you do it? Oh, it's only up and down, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, maybe you can move it backwards. There we go.
Is that in your way of you drawing?
No. Oh wait, no.
She's
I'm
gonna
not
be standing
mine.
up though, right?
Yeah, she'll be standing.
That's okay. I mean,
Hello.
Do you hear them?
Is it called DrawMelt on Shop XSN?
DrawMelt.
Okay.
We'll be doing.
Hello. Hi, I'm Satine.
Alright.
Hello.
I'm gonna try to we're streaming, and we're gonna go to your Twitch and your YouTube and all our stuff. So when I hit broadcast, all of these blue boxes are gonna turn green. When they're all green,
Okay.
you're live.
And you got the music on and everything?
Yeah, the music's in the background.
But it'll get turned low or turned off.
You won't hear it in here.
Okay.
They'll hear it, but you won't hear the music.
So the music shouldn't go on until we're drawing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Hitting broadcast. Yes, go live. Periscope it is.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm so excited. When's it gonna turn green? I'm ready. Oh my god, we're almost there.
Almost.
This is fun.
I could Periscope too. Like we did.
We're like meta periscoping.
Multiple.
Yeah, do it. You can put it like right there.
Everyone's a bit like, what's wrong with you? So what are you doing? Just hanging with.
Hanging with Satine.
Oops.
Periscope. You are live at DrawMelt. We are also double periscoping.
Yeah. I don't know.
What's your periscope?
Oh crap! I forgot.
Axel 13?
No, it's Pex actually on my Twitter, so the Twitter account. Pex 13.
How do you spell that?
PECK 13.
PECK 13. So we got double periscope.
Yeah.
We're on Twitch. Welcome. Oh, I can hear it's echoing.
Oh yeah, it could be drawing, showing some
Yeah.
drawing.
Hi guys. You have reached DrawMelt at Meltdown Comics. We are live. I'm your host, Satine Phoenix, illustrator and artist and person of interest. This is Axel 13.
Hello.
Axel Ortiz, if you're dirty.
Yes, yeah, there we go. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Periscope. This is the most meta thing. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 6 live streams happening. Separately, we have 2 Periscopes. So
Yeah.
this DrawMelt is a live stream, as you can see. We are doing life drawing here. So I'm gonna ask this guy, this artist, some questions, and then we're gonna jump into life drawing. Even though I'm just like basking in the meta. of all
There we go.
So Axel is a character designer, an illustrator, which is it was too vague for you. What do you do, Axel?
I just draw. I just do a lot of stuff. I mean,
And then people pay you for drawing?
pretty much. No, it's just designing mostly like characters for animation. Because right now I'm working in animation right now currently. Working for a company called Shadow Machine. They do BoJack Horseman, that kind of stuff.
BoJack Horseman.
Yeah, that's right. But I'm not working on that show. I'm actually working
okay.
for another show, new
But
show.
they do that.
But
Can you talk about it?
Not yet, but hopefully it'll come out sometime this year. But it's cool. I mean, I like working. They've been trying to work with me since last year, but I couldn't make it work. But now I did, so I finally was
cool.
able to do it. But I'm also working on live action stuff too, which is kind of cool. My own stuff.
Wait, what?
Live action.
I
Look,
didn't
I'm making a
know this.
movie. I'm doing my own movie with my buddy.
Shut up!
We'll have a lot.
Don't actually shut up.
No,
This is
but
audio.
it's audio, yeah. But I have a lot of stuff going on. But bit by bit, meaning I have everything lined up, but I just have to knock every single piece, one at a time. So
You impress me so much.
like even pitching, even like I think I told you before, myself, my partners over at Massive Chaos, and we've just been since last year just pitching stuff to Nickelodeon, DreamWorks, all this stuff. Of course, but we've gotten good feedback. Nothing got developed or picked up, but that's fine. That's
Pitching is like a full-time job.
Pretty much it is. but the thing is though, it's like we can also submit like say summaries and stuff like that. So if they like something, then we can go in, meet them. But we could sometimes just go in and take them in anyway, just so they could see our faces and we could talk to them.
And then they get to know who you are, so if they see you again.
Exactly, yeah.
So okay, all right, let's get serious. So you want to do animations. So you want to be the character developer or the story owner
Yeah,
with your group, Massive Chaos?
with Mass Chaos, I mean, the thing is that just say I'm like, yes, I want to be a creative. First, I'm an artist. You know, I look at myself as this. You know, I've gone from art center, all that back in the day. I'm an artist. I mean, I'm a visual artist. You know, I love everything visual, like from cartoons to from Mad Magazine, all that shit to live action, like Star Wars. You know, I mean, I go all on books, music, all that inspires me. So I'm an artist, but I use the visual medium to tell my ideas, my stories. I just draw out my ideas in pictures, like characters, it's just be focused, focus on just creating characters, bouncing ideas, which I like to do with other creators, other writers I know.
Okay, so Massive Chaos, who's on your team?
It's really, right now, it's just 3 of us.
Okay.
It's myself, my buddy Tony, who's a writer, and Lionel, who's an amazing animator and director, so, and myself I'll be more like the visual guy, but I also do art direction too, meaning I've done boards, so I could do direct, but I'd rather give it to him because he's more experienced. Each one have our own strength, so we draw on our strengths, so putting ourselves together, we could put our projects together. 'Cause right now we're really concentrating on IPs, but we've also been working with other creators actually that have their ideas, and we're sitting down with them and coming up with ideas, helping them out, visualize, put together a package so we could submit it, to different places, maybe get funding for some other project as well. Anyway, I'll also be working on a pilot for one of those clients. So that's going to be kind of cool too. Once he's done writing it, we can sit down with him and go through that too. And we'll talk about that later. I can't talk about it now, but hopefully in the future I could talk about that kind of stuff
later. I have a follow-up question.
Of course.
When do you sleep?
Oh, I do. I know. I make a good time to sleep 'cause since I'm driving. Now I'm driving to Hollywood to go to the office. But usually, it's like I try to get myself at least 7 hours of sleep and stuff like that. I always try.
You have a lot. You're doing a lot.
Yeah,
so
it's multitasking, but I do multitask. I mean, even when I was like this past summer, just like at the house, I'm just like doing the laundry, this and that, and I'm working. I time everything. Everything's working. I was like, and then I'm doing emails, catching up on emails and stuff like that. Okay, we gotta do a meeting. Then make time for that. Go drive over the hill to Burbank or go to Hollywood, depending where. Usually that's where the clients are. The people you're dealing with, that's the location.
So, okay, everyone, when you turn the TV on, there are shows, there are cartoons, there are live action, there's stuff.
Yeah.
But nobody really talks about what it takes to build that IP. What does it take? Start from the beginning, if you can.
It's a story, an idea, a character. It could be all that stuff.
I mean, do you just like write it down and then run into the office and say, look at my idea?
I mean, it could be that, it could be on the shitter, it could be sleeping, it could be anywhere, it could be driving, an idea, like, even, like, for me, I draw from, even, and I've heard of some other creatives, like, from their own experience, from childhood or whatever. You meet characters, God knows I meet characters all the time, but you get inspired by that, and you could, oh my God, maybe I can come up with a story with that. Maybe there's something here, because even though my thing is I love science fiction, I love the idea of science fiction, but I'm drawn by so many different things though too. It doesn't have to be science fiction, but I like to do a little twist. You
actually have a lot of sci-fi characters.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any in your sketchbook here?
Just right here, like right now, it's just like this. Here. Right there.
Ooh.
That's one character. Actually, I've just been.
So these are just your doodles. They're amazing doodles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. But sometimes it's like here.
There's
Groot. There's Groot. It's like I have to keep an eye where all the different angles.
Here, I'll This is. Wait for it. There's one of his character. Well, not his character. This is a drawing
from the Marvel character, Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, when I was a kid, though, I like Rocket Raccoon, all that stuff in the '80s. He had his own series and everything, like stuff like this. Just like come up with different ideas. Like I look at like I have a collection of pictures and references.
Now you can flip through.
Yeah. So with this one. You have this one as well.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
You know, just lightly going in with the pencil, you know, and then boom, once you get the shape that you like, then you go in there and tighten it up. And you can erase things out. Remember, the eraser is your friend. Don't be afraid to erase things. Yeah.
So you say you use references.
Yeah.
What kind of reference? I mean, say you have...
I'll shoot my own reference, but sometimes I just, like, the thing I love about technology is, like, I have my iPad or my computer is like, I need this reference, plug it up, boom, pops right up.
Okay, but you have a lot of monsters in your book. So
Yeah.
how do you reference monsters?
Oh, what I do is I'll look at, say, animals, creatures, or really, like, black and whites of old people, or and I have a collection of all these black and white images of just individuals, their faces. I mean, there's a book, I forget the name of the book, but regardless, there's on the internet, you can find these nice black and white, high-res images of just these
Like
characters,
gnarled faces.
and it's like, and those just fucking awesome. Just to draw them just the way as is, it'd be awesome. I mean, I should do more of that, but I just use that as inspiration. Like, oh, maybe I could do this, you know.
Maybe we can get some funny faces out of Juan today.
There we go. There's the model right there. Woo!
That's Lauren Epsom.
Yeah, there we
the
go.
evening. She's on the floor. You can't see her yet, but you'll see her very soon. Okay. A couple more questions before we start life drawing, because I want to get to know you more. What was your path to being a professional artist like?
My path to be a professional artist, it was not easy. I mean, I don't know. It's just different because, you know, going from, you know, high school, saying, okay, I'm gonna go. I want to get into doing the arts. Back then, and I took classes, you know, in high school, and that inspired me. So, like, you know, okay, I have to focus and do, you know, this is what I want to do. But while doing that, it's like, oh, I gotta fucking go to school, this and that. It's like, okay, took a job at Sears to make money to do this. While I'm doing that, I took art classes at El Camino, which is in Torrance, build my portfolio so I can go show my work in the art center. There was also Otis, you know, but I was more looking into art center. I mean, there was UCLA.
Why did you pick art center?
They were more structured at the time. They still are very structured, very business-like.
Yeah.
But yeah, but they had amazing instructors back in the day. I mean, just like you could see the work. It's just you walk in there, it's like fuck, you know. Like,
Was there one that really just like you gravitated towards?
it's like, I mean, there was someone like Sydney, this like guy, an alum that just this guy's fucking amazing. He did like stuff for did Tron. He did Blade Runner. It was like he was famous for designing the look of Blade Runner. As a kid, I love Blade Runner.
Yeah.
I just love that fucking movie, just the way it looked, you know. But not only him doing Tron, Mobius did Tron too. Was fucking, I love Mobius as well, you know. But yeah, it just seeing what he was able to do. But you start seeing the other alums that came from that school too. It's like, oh my god, look at the stuff they're doing. You're like, oh my, it just inspired me to go and take in those classes. When I got accepted, got a scholarship, got grant money, all that. Got the free money, man. Because it's fucking expensive going to private school.
Yeah, especially that school.
That school, like, God, I mean, back then I thought it was expensive. It was like what, $6,000 a semester, which is like a lot.
Yeah.
But now it's like over 20 grand now. Like, what the fuck?
Wow.
You know? So I'm like, yeah. So it's crazy now, but it's just crazy.
But you got scholarships.
I got a scholarship, and you know, my first 2 semesters paid for. The rest was half off. I caught my half off discount, but then I got grant money. I got Pell Grants. So that I padded, and of course I have parents to help.
That's cool.
I got a truck out of it, got money from my mom, so stuff like that.
So you
helps.
rallied everybody together and said, I need to go to art school.
So that's what it did.
Okay, so what was the point between high school and deciding you were going to be an artist, going to college? What was that moment where you're like, I'm an artist, obviously?
Yeah. I don't. It's so hard. Yeah, I always felt like, even as a kid, I was creative, but to say I'm getting paid, you know, was like, it was actually pre-art center. I got paid to do pogs. I don't know if you remember early.
Those little like cardboard.
Yeah, the cardboard
things.
stuff. I got paid for them.
gifts
Someone
and
needed this. I'm like, hey, You're a great artist. You're a good artist. You want to do pod? Like, okay.
And they're little tiny drawings.
They're
so
trying
they don't
drawing,
have
but
to
I
be
actually made them
perfect.
bigger and they got shrunk down.
Oh, cool.
So they told me the dimensions, did the drawings.
So it was a professional.
It was
dog?
professional. I got paid and everything. I kid you not, we did San Diego Comic Con. I went there as a pro. My first time as a pro was back in 93, 94? I can't remember exactly what
For pogs.
as a pog artist. And that because of that, I got it in, and I've been a pro ever since.
Oh my
I
God.
got it as a pro. Even when I went to art center, because I had to take time off, go to art center, I still got my pro badge, and I actually would go down.
How old were you then?
Oh, no, I was like 20s, my early 20s. I started doing it like in late, 18, 19. So by art center, I was 21 already, starting 21. So I started a little later because
You were a baby.
yeah, I was still like small kid,
That's cute.
but it was fine.
Okay, so from Pog designer to animation picture character designer,
That's
how has your style changed over that amount of time?
It changed. I mean, I was very detailed. I'm still detailed. Line art, meaning like I said, influenced by doing the Mobius, the Jeff Darrow, those type of line artists. I really appreciate what they do, but that type of art takes a lot of time to produce. So I gotta, go in art center. It beat me down, and rebuild. So I started looking things different, how to be, just to be more efficient with how I approach things. So sometimes you don't have to fucking render everything. Just for this, keep it nice and slow, keep it nice and loose. For other things, like if you're ready to render the shit, render the crap out of it, if it makes sense for it.
So if you're sketching in your sketchbook, you kind of take your time,
Mm-hmm.
but if you're working, that's when you tighten up, use every line's more efficient.
Correct. Yeah, that's what. Especially when animation is good because when I got going out of art center, my first gig coming out of the gigs was actually working at Sony Pictures, but at the time they had an animation department. They still do, but the TV animation. They had a TV, and I got hired to do that, doing storyboards. So I did storyboard cleanup, but the thing is, I wasn't even thinking of anime. I was thinking doing live action, which I was doing because I would do animation at Monday to Friday, and the weekends I would work at this one place called Creature Effects, which I still do
I've
work.
heard of Creature
I still
Effects,
do work
yeah.
for them,
Huh.
and I basically just design stuff for like creature stuff or even makeup application for an actor to wear or whatever that is. I mean, my very first thing I did was a cheap sci-fi movie because sci-fi had crappy budget.
Are we talking the 90s now?
We're talking
yeah.
late 90s, like literally late 90s. The design is a skull cap thing, and it was like
And you designed.
I designed it. They used it. They showed me what it looked like, but it was cheese. But the thing
But
is,
that's how you learn.
I learned. But he said that your design is dictated by the budget. You can't go something crazy, and it's only fucking $600. If it's $60,000 or $600,000, yeah, then go fucking nuts. I mean, but
So you design based off of the budget of
the budget
the
and
production.
time, all that stuff. Yeah.
That's really interesting. I
Yeah, you
didn't
have to
know
think
this.
that, but then that goes through everything now, from live action, animation, video games. Because I worked in video games for many years too. That everything's dictated by budget. Okay, how much money are we gonna put in this thing?
What'd you do for video
$500,000, $5 million,
games?
huh?
What'd you do for video games?
I worked with this stuff for Activision, THQ. They're gone. Midway, they're gone. I actually worked at San Diego for a bit. I made with Midway with skateboard and stuff back in the day. That was great. And even up here, there's a company called Lethfield, but they're no longer around. A lot of these companies they're no longer around because everything changed in
Yeah.
the video game industry. Because a lot of companies got bought up. Which is for me, it's actually a good thing. Kind of like what the comics went through in the 90s. It just went downhill, but that was a good thing.
Because of the resurgence that happens
resurgence. Get all the
afterwards.
crap out of the way. Now let's focus on actual good stories, great art, good arts, not crap, Unfortunately,
Okay.
there was a lot of crap.
So I'm trying to track everything that you've done. I know for a fact you did a comic book.
Yes, I've
At
worked
least one.
more than one, but yes, I've done one. Crash Bastards through Image. They published through Image with Joe Casey. That was one. Geek. That's another one with Matt Cohen. But that one, hopefully we could do that as an animation. That's something we really would like to do. I think.
Well, your designs specifically lead towards animation.
Yes.
That one.
Mhm.
If you guys go on the internet, where can you find Geek?
It's a geek comic book. Is it geekcomicbook.com or something like that? I'm sorry.
Geekcomicbook.com.
Yeah.
Or just type in
Geek comic book.
Geek space comic book.
And it should pop up. It has its own website and everything. You could download the digital copy if you want to just buy the copy. You don't have to buy the hard copy. Actually, we'll have hard copies to sell hopefully for WonderCon but definitely by San Diego, because I do have a table. I will have a booth at San Diego.
So WonderCon is March 25th to 27th, and Comic-Con is
July 20th through 24th or something like that. I was looking at.
So you guys have some time to buy your tickets to both the shows to go pick up stuff from his booth.
Oh my god, yeah. It's easier to get to WonderCon. San Diego is just so hard now.
Yeah, you have to be super. I don't know what it was. I stayed in a hotel with 9 other people.
What was this?
This was last year.
Oh my god!
My very first booth, and there was 9 of us in a hotel room.
Oh my god!
It was hard.
I'm actually looking at that Airbnb, and I'm actually looking at
it was like $900
a day.
Yeah, a day.
What the fuck, did you rent a house?
I didn't get it because it's Comic-Con specifically, everybody jacks up the prices.
Shit, you know what? I was looking at some places they were charging. I kid you not, 1,000 to 9. They're really nice, but these are nice places. You can rent. These aren't hotels. These are actually.
These are homes.
These are homes and condos.
But still,
they
wouldn't rent that any other time at that price.
No. You flip it around like, it's $150. Like, what the fuck, you know?
Okay, so comic books.
Yeah.
You've done, what kind of art have you done for video games?
Just conceptual design. I basically just worked on as an art director and lead concept design for some of these games, especially for Left Field. They're no longer existent, but we would do stuff for Activision. But even then, I would just go through the document. Everything has a document. We'd go through when needs to get designed, what's the damn game about, and I start designing the characters. But also, when you didn't know about games, you have a character, but the character's within a world, so I had to do a lot of world building. I have to design the fucking world, so that's a lot of work.
So you're straight illustrator for hire, like art gun for hire. Anything that's creative, you're pretty much into, as long as they hand you money.
Yeah, but the thing is, and I used to teach over at Noman, which is a school here.
What's the website for that?
Noman. Well, I don't teach there anymore, but Noman.
GNOMON.
Yeah, it's a popular school here in LA that people like to go and take classes for 3D, but they also have a really good 2D department too.
But it's specifically for the entertainment industry.
Yes, very entertainment. Some of my ex-students have worked with and still do work at Bad Robot with J.J. Abrams, over at Blizzard. I mean, it's a list of different places. I mean, I had one of my ex-students, Leica, contacted me for one of my students. I asked him, hey, to vet him, hey, what's up with him? He's good, hire him, and they did, But I have no problem doing that. If they kicked ass, I'm willing to help, put in a good word,
Well, why don't we get started with drawings and get your teacher legs on, show everyone how it's done.
Okay, here we go.
So we have Lauren Ipsum, who's our model again, the most wonderful Lauren Ipsum of all the Lauren Ipsums. We're going to do 10 1-minutes just to warm up. Is that cool?
No, that's fine.
Cool.
So how to start? Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Where can people find you on the internet right now?
Usually.
For you multitaskers.
Usually, people like to see. Now it just makes it easier. I used to have all these different sites, but now I just realized just keep it simple, and people could just follow me on Instagram, Axel13 on Instagram.
Axel space 13.
Yes.
That one.
Yeah, right there. Woo. It just makes it easier, and if from there,
then the links are.
You can go linked. I mean, it's a shop, but still, there's links. You could go through the core flow. I mean, you could just do a search on my name. There's links to the other
Axel
sites.
Ortiz, or pretty much Axel13.
Axel13.
That'll get you everywhere you need to go.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So we're gonna get started. You guys, the audience, you're probably just gonna hear music so that we can talk shit while we're drawing or not talk at all. And then when we come back, we'll have some more questions.
Yeah, we could.
So enjoy the drawings of Axel 13.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Oh, you're drawing.
Which way?
That way. Oh, wait. Go. Yeah, you really. There you
Oh
go.
my god, that's cool. That's awesome.
I know, right? Here, scoot my way just a smidge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
For you periscopers out there who can still hear us, there's like 4 of you. So you can go to DrawMelt, or you can go to meltdown.com and watch us draw.
Yeah.
Live streamed there too. So.
Says hi.
And also, if you want to purchase these items that we're drawing, they will be numbered for the ones that you can purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Totally missed this first minute.
That's okay.
We'll just start the next minute.
Okay, that's fine.
Go backwards. There you go. I just love drawing so much. It's crazy.
It's kind of good that we're doing this. Except they're not hearing us talk about like using reference, but using a model is great. Like a line decker or like those classic illustrators.
Yeah.
You put in down what you want, and then going back and start. Like I could go back and start working on it.
If you want, we'll do like 10 1 minutes and you can work up on stuff.
Yeah, and we could take like one of these and I could just render it some more.
And then we can talk over that. Because you like talking. You're good at talking and drawing at the same time. I am not so much. It's funny, like what you see certain days and what you don't see certain days. Yeah. Usually I draw bigger, but it's just faster to do.
Yeah, just do a little quick.
gloves because you can't really see them on the screen. If that's okay. Go to your left. There you go. Back more a little bit. There you go.
Show people what you're doing. Look
Here, I'll scoot next to you.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then we'll draw together. Okay. You can draw on mine.
No.
How does your neck do that? That's amazing. It's curving. I mean, like back and in, like a giraffe. It's beautiful. Mark chicken? You see that?
That's great. Cool string. Yes, thanks.
Bunch of people hanging out, not talking.
Yeah. I could tell you we could talk.
We could talk to the Periscope.
Yeah, we could definitely talk with them.
Look at her little lips.
DrawMelt. That's right.
Isn't she a cartoon features?
No, she does. I mean, anyway.
Oh, it's so cute.
There you go.
Oh, someone has both the streams going.
But awesome.
Is this meta? Is this as meta as it gets?
Brilliant. Yeah.
We only live inside the internet.
I know. That's. Just wait for the next
5 internet?
10 years,
Oh.
20 years.
Dude.
Dude. She's holding that.
I know. So this is number 2. Oh my god, 6.
LA Talk Radio. You did LA Talk Radio?
Yeah, I did.
Awesome.
Okay,
Pointing.
looking at us. It's our fault. Mom, did you put makeup over your part of your eyebrows?
I did half my eyebrows.
Okay, so that's real, right? Okay.
Drawing this.
Hey, rock and roll, huh? Okay. Cool. No,
So
you-
enamored with her eyebrows.
no, but she has like, she's doing like really cool poses.
Yeah.
She's like,
so excited about the eyebrows. I just flipped that, pretend it never happened.
Okay.
I think people freak out about drawing. Like everybody's they take it so seriously
I mean,
that like everyone's so scared to mess up in public, especially.
no. See, what I'm doing here, this is what I usually do. I do a lot of rough sketches of stuff, and then once I go through it, it's like these are great. You know, I think this is probably something I want to do in the future. Is just hire a model to come in to the studio and just do poses for different characters. I need a girl character for, just make it easy, just pose out things I have in mind. And
That's what I do for my comic.
And just go and straight through it. So people pull a reference, and I could take pictures.
But
and
it's
stuff.
not this. It's not
Yeah.
your eyeball looking at it through your camera lens.
Just do it and just quickly, loosely put it in. And I can go back and just let me put in the stuff I want to put in there.
What is that? That's 8. Go upright a little bit. Okay.
Just be careful with the.
Oh yeah, and then there you go.
There you go. We don't want you to fall. Like, oh no! Oh.
She's pretty balanced.
Yeah. So, Tim, what kind of movies have you been? Any movies that you've been watching lately that's been inspiring for you?
All of them. Seriously, man. There's like so much coming out. It's ridiculous. Like, I like all the sci-fis.
Yes.
I've watched every sci-fi on the internet.
Yeah, internet.
Even the bad ones.
Have you seen? Have you got to Expanse?
What?
Expanse. That's a new show.
Oh no, I haven't actually.
It's based on books. I've just been reading too. But yeah.
I've been watching Extant.
Extant?
Have you seen that? It was Halle Berry.
Oh no, I've heard of it, but no, I haven't.
Oh yeah, we missed the first one. Yay, Lauren!
No, it's fun.
What we'll do now? Now you get to scoot towards me.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Now let's look at what you did, and then play with it, and show people like where you go from here.
Yeah, so let's take. I mean, I just did.
Well, we have a camera up.
Oh, duh.
You
Yeah.
actually don't have to hold it up. You can just put it down.
Yeah. It's just like you look at these, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're awesome.
So like stuff like this, just I like just the movement, just even less is more, just getting the movement down her. It's like what's another one that was really cool, like that pose, like something like this. Like I like how she has a really nice profile, so I would go back. But sometimes I could probably change the drawing to do something else with it. When I go through these type of drawings.
Here, why don't we put one down and then doodle and play with it. And
So
see what happens.
let's take this one as an example.
This is the one where she was pointing at us.
Pointing at us, but I could do changes on it though. That's the beauty of.
Because
I just
we're just kind of doing
just
it as
basically what I do is like I'll take this loose sketch and I'll start design do something, make it their character. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
You can come over here and look and watch if you want. Can I put this on backwards?
no, that's fine. We can do this.
You can put it on backwards.
No, that's fine. It's okay.
Because you're leaning.
Oh yeah.
Why am I
There
not
we go.
in the way?
Oh, you can sit right here. Yeah, so you're good.
Yeah, and the thing is though, just going in and just come up with like
So you know anatomy in your head from going to art school.
art school.
But, I mean,
But
our
it's
viewers
obser-
don't have to go to art school to
No.
learn anatomy.
No, but observe. The things you learn taking classes, it's just observing the human body, how it works. Male, female, young, old, how it works. Thin, fat, I had like some of the best models I had were like a little older, a little bit more
They had character to their bodies.
characters or bodies. They were more interested. Even though some of the older models were great because they
Those are my
posed
favorite.
because the wrinkles, but they were still wrinkled, but they were actually built, meaning they kept themselves in good shape. But the way they built, like, oh my god, look at all this contour, everything full, like from the
It's
male and the female.
interesting.
It's just so great. It's like,
Plus, there's history in all the
yes,
lines.
and the way you get to talk to them, talk about their backstory, see what they're, what they did. And a lot of them are of course, all of them are artists too. They're creatives. Yeah.
So that's what's really cool about Lauren. So she's an illustrator. She goes to Art Center also.
Art
And
Center.
So that's
I'm
why
doing-
she's such a good model, because she knows what to do.
I went to USC and for graphic design, so now I'm doing night classes at Art Center, and I'm gonna potentially apply. So
USC is cheaper.
no.
Wait, no? How much is it now?
USC is about the same price as Art Center.
Oh,
my
wow.
God, even the film school?
It's all.
Yeah,
film
well, I
school
was
is
in
really
the art school. I was in the graphic design.
The graphic stuff? Really?
Yeah.
God, the last time this is like, this is in the 90s, I wasn't looking at USC, I was looking at UCLA, I came down with UCLA, and it was pretty cheap. But then it's a
UCLA
it's a
is cheaper
it's a
than
UC
USC.
school though.
Yeah.
Cheaper than a private school. So.
Yeah.
But scholarships and grants.
That's what helped
Yeah.
getting the grant. Definitely play it up. Me and I played up I'm poor Mexican, please give me money.
That's why I'm taking advantage of the night classes, because they're like a quarter the price.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah, that's
do as
true.
many of the night classes as possible, because they are a quarter the price.
Mm-hmm.
So she's really good at posing, like you're
Mhm.
saying, these models, because she's an artist,
Mhm.
and she knows what looks good to artists. And I think that a lot of people don't give art models enough credit, because they're like, oh, all they have to do is sit there. It's like, no, they're like actors.
Yeah,
They're actors in a freeze frame for a very long period of time, and they're projecting that emotion that you're seeing in front of them.
No, that's very true. I mean, some of the best ones were that's pretty much their career. They do their art, but they also pose, and they just there's a difference. You could tell like who's been doing it for. Cause they also get invited to go pose at at the studios, like at Disney,
I know.
DreamWorks, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so you want to explain to everybody how that works? Like how the artists, they draw all day,
Mhm.
and then at lunch
Some of them draw. Some of
they
them
draw, and then
They draw their
afterwards-
some of them nowadays. Because I was old when I was younger, like going to arts. People like to play games now. They play their card games.
Really?
And at night, I kid you not, if I leave around 6:37, people are playing like online games.
Oh my goodness.
That's like anywhere, Warner Brothers, all these different. Because now, ever since everyone's hooked up to the internet.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Well,
my-
when I had DrawMelt a couple years ago, it was amazing. We had people like me who were amateurs. Then you had like,
You're not an amateur. You're a
well, I'm a
professional.
professional
You're a
now,
professional. You're a
but I
pro.
wasn't a pro then. I had to become the pro.
Mhm.
So it was really neat, because as I was learning, it was a big open group thing.
Yeah.
So we had comic book artists who had been doing it for, like 10, 20 years. We had animators there who'd been animating for a long time, new animators,
Mhm.
people that just had the idea of maybe going to an art class. And like the variety of people was really cool. And one of the guys worked at DreamWorks, and was like, yeah, he every day at lunch he has a sandwich and he draws the model. They actually have the models
Yeah.
go there. And then he finishes work, and then he comes to this class on Mondays. Well,
Mhm.
this was Mondays. And then on the other days he goes to other classes like Sketch Club and Drink and
Mhm.
Draw
Mhm.
and any Gallery Girls class that they hold. So
But it's also the community too. You get a community, everyone's getting together. They get a chance to talk to each other and just see what everyone's at, checking out what their artwork is. I mean, for me, I kind of do that. I shouldn't say that. I actually do more like hanging out and talking, and I'll sketch in my sketchbook. I mean, I tend to even something as small as this, I will just go in and
can
do.
anyone see that?
Oh
Oh
my
my
God, someone
god,
needs
that's
to see that.
ridiculous. I can't
So
see it.
I mean, 'cause I like to draw straight with a pen. Like here, I'll sketch out the thing, and then I'll just sketch it out. And I have a theme going in my mind. Like this is a theme And I'll
So the
put-
whole book is a theme?
well, it used to be a theme for some stuff, but sometimes I'll change it up. I might do like a little just to show you.
So
like
can
something-
people buy this stuff at your?
I've sold
at
original
WonderCon?
artwork. Yeah, people buy this one. I probably won't. I probably have to sell the whole. I don't know if I'll sell this book, but
It's beautiful.
beautiful. Oh
Wait,
my
wait,
God.
wait a minute. Open that up. What kind of pen are you using? It's so fine.
Yeah.
It's like a 005 or something.
it's this.
Well, while you're whipping that out, what other tools you got in there?
So like these right here are really
So these are high
the
tech
pin-
C
yeah. These are like the.
.25s.
Mhm.
And they are, oh my goodness.
They're thin. They're small.
Oh my gosh. It's like needle point thin.
Pretty much, yeah.
So these are the .25s.
Mhm.
What else
And
you got?
I guess also have like these are pretty popular like pens, like the pigment pens, technical pens.
So you've got the Micron.
Mhm.
So those are amazing.
Mhm.
And then the Le Pen.
Mhm. It's a Japanese pen, you know. Just try it out, you know. Why not?
Why
Yeah.
do you like these technical ones? Because they don't.
It's just a line. I get the line art just to get. I want to get this thing. But I also have the thing is though I have brush pens, but that's a different pack. And usually I bring that in separate. I didn't. But like this has kind of like a brush pen feel to it. So you go in and you know.
Oh yeah.
But I have a one that's really nice Japanese. Just go. It's like because
Yeah.
I also have my dip pens too. My cork wells.
Oh yeah.
All that classic stuff.
So you use all of them,
Pretty
just
much.
whatever your mood.
Whatever I move for, I have all the different sizes for my
Mechanical
pencils, and of course, just for like this is one packet of just
Roller
like,
race.
the color race ones, and I also use I have a bunch of the Tombos I like to use.
Oh, those are nice.
The Tombow graphic, those are the best graphic pencils I've ever used.
I've never used these before.
They're great.
They are amazing.
Oh wow,
my
that's
God.
nice. Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. You know, and I always like when I work on tone paper.
The white, yeah.
I don't know,
So for those of you who can't see through what we're holding up,
Mhm.
he has one bag full of pens and another
Oh yeah.
like tool kit of
Uh-huh.
pencils, blue, red, white,
Mhm.
graphite.
Right here, look at that. It's a lot of stuff, but you know it's cool because you never know. I mean, heck, if I have to draw something huge, you know, actually I have a ballpoint pen too. This ballpoint.
It's a pretty fancy ballpoint pen.
Mhm.
Also very fine.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's pretty fantastic collection you got there.
Yeah, I got a lot of.
So
stuff.
you're ready to draw on the go. You
Pretty
even
much.
have a really cool. Is that like an art bag?
No, it's a regular computer bag. But the cool thing about computer bags, you could put
That's
things.
a Swiss Army
Yeah.
computer bag.
Yeah, so I could put my laptop in here, and my yeah, I'm probably gonna get a new one, but yeah, but this is great. This has gone through different places, traveled to New York, to China, every place, Comic Cons.
So what's your default? Do you usually use blue as your default?
Blue, either defaults this, and I'll also use my Tombos or my mechanical pencils, and I have a setup at my drafting table at home. My setup, like this is to go. I have another setup. I have multiple. I have a set near my bed where I do have like a. I kid you not. I have a sketchbook called my bed. It's called the bedtime
book?
sketches, and I've actually I've sold some of those sketches to
Oh
people.
wow.
Of all like animators, like oh yeah, I like this, dude. I just drew this on my bed. Like, so it's surprising. Location or move where you're at could just dictate how you can approach something. What you're thinking of, like, you know, it's like I will probably, you know, I mean, it's a little rough, but it's like I just want to go in the skirt. But I like that you're thin built, so you could really play with it, you know, just do that kind of stuff, like.
Yeah, she's really bendy too.
But that's something you have to think about, you know, when you're designing a character. I mean, if it's animation, you know, live action, like, you know, it's like one character I'm thinking about for the live action, the lead is a female. But the thing is, though, it's like, what's her story? We still develop her idea, but my thing is, like, she's gonna be, you know, kind of like in a thin side. But I don't mean like skin, but she's gonna be tough
Tight,
and same
lean.
lean. But she's gonna have to deal with certain things, deal with certain type of creatures, or jackasses too, dudes that
But she also has to be built like she can handle it.
she can handle
right?
it. That's the thing, that's just to showcase. Let's just show that.
Because you want the character to be appropriate for the situation.
Exactly.
So what do you got going on here? Is there like flames coming out
Yeah,
of
like
her
the
hair?
flames. Sometimes what about like I do? Sometimes I just like to freestyle. I just come up with something. Just building.
Building layers on layers.
Yeah, just. And I go there to get a little tail going.
Yeah.
It's just like.
Yeah, you have a very vivid imagination, and it comes out very. It seems to come very easy to you.
Well, yeah, sometimes, yeah. It depends what the mood is. But just like this one, I was like thinking like.
So we've got movement. With no other lines, it almost looks like a bird.
No, but that's the thing. Give it that kind of like that bird.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you can always change it up. It's not, just have fun with it.
So when you were starting out, coming up with characters, was it easy for you then, or is it easier for you now that you have more experience?
I shouldn't say it's easy. Oh, I should say it's easier if we have a direction. Meaning, what is the character? What is the story about? Sometimes from freestyling, it's like whatever. But if I have to deal with like coming up with designing something or coming up with a drawing of a character, what the fuck is the character about? What did he or she or it? What's it? I mean, I hate to use the motivation, but what is this character's journey? What am I doing? Designing this character.
So that's your thought process. You're
yeah,
like,
think about it.
So for you, it's not just drawing something interesting; it's drawing the story of
what this character is all about. Because you have to think about that. It's like, okay, what is this character? Why would anyone care about? Why do I care about this character I'm designing? I mean, of course, if I'm getting paid for it, that's still different because sometimes they have a great idea, sometimes not so much.
Okay, so what do you do if they don't have a great idea, but they do have a lot of money?
You're trying to steer them the right way.
But there's tact to that, right?
There's different ways, and I think it's easy. That's why I started with doing Massive Chaos, because my partner will help in that with that, because I can come in and he'd come in the side and just not hit him over the head, but like this, just to ease them to this direction. Because but if they have a really great idea, then that makes it easier. Meaning, like, oh, okay, I could really see this. If we have a direction, this story that you have, this can work. But yeah, there's times like, God, I've read scripts. I read a script like, this is horrible. I mean, I can't do nothing with this,
But do you still work on it, or do you
sometimes,
pass on it?
it's like I have to read it, or and I try to like, no, I can't really do anything with this, But luckily now, since there's multiple things going on at the same time, so I try to jump on something that's cool. So like, with what I'm working on right now for like, say, Shadow Machine, it's a cool project. I think it's really fun. The team, it's small, it's not very big, but we have cool. I think it's really fun in the sense of the direction. The episodes are 2 minutes.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's really short, so it's easy. But it's driven
like
by
life drawing, so it's practice. It's animation practice.
Yeah. So it's just thinking about what is this. I mean, right now I'm just designing the backgrounds for this, but at the same time it's like, well, what is this environment that you're in? So you have to factor that in.
So the thought process behind it is, for everything, even the backgrounds, everything makes sense to the characters. The colors make sense. The textures make sense. The style of their clothes makes sense to the world. And that's a big job.
Yeah.
to make it all cohesive.
It is. I mean, yeah, you just want to make it work. And if this is something that you see like in Hollywood, it's like they make a movie or TV show, whatever that is. You may have a good idea at first, but then sometimes when it's getting through development, once it's going, they sometimes lose that idea, what it was initially was, and it's sometimes like, what the fuck happened?
I think we see that a lot in the
it's
entertainment industry.
It's a lot of stuff, but there's stuff like, oh my god, it's fucking rock and roll. They made it work.
So what would you recommend, because you've been in the industry for so long, what would you recommend a tactic would be to get back on schedule of the original idea? In a group setting especially.
Group setting, I mean, if it's your idea, it's easier if you have control over it. That's the number one key. Control, being a producer of the project. But it's really tough if you work for hire. You only have so much control. That's just the truth. Even if you have something that's being developed and giving you money on your idea, you still have to give up rights, or there's certain things you have to deal with. So it's a
almost
balance.
if you're an art director, you might be able to have more clout to change things back to the original idea then?
Sometimes you could. Unfortunately,
There should be a bell.
It's really.
You just ring the bell. Like,
it's really
"Alright, we're
about
off track."
No, it's just the thing is, it's not that easy. It's really hard. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're doing your own thing, if you're like say doing your comic book, you have more control over that, because it's not Marvel, DC. It's your
That's
own
why
book.
I do my own book. It's
But
because I have control.
You have
over
control over everything. But if you shoot your own, web series and stuff, like, you still have control. You look at the Guild, like as an example. Like, those web series.
Yeah.
A lot of those have the person that developed those shows has a lot of control because the budget on those are low.
So the more people that are involved, the more scattered the ideas become.
But some places now, like there are a few places, like say like a Netflix, they'll work with established talent. I mean, that's just the way it is. But it seems like they're giving them freedom, so that's an avenue. But it's people like that. Some places like that. They're willing to give. Okay, we're gonna put a budget. We're gonna support your idea. Run with what you have, but you still have to make sure you stay within the budget, the timeline, all that stuff's given. Because you have to. You can't just go, be free. I'm an artist, you gotta be, you gotta be on point.
Regimen, because everybody, it's not just you. Other people are relying.
And they're really, because putting a team together, they're getting paid for it. So you want to make sure that that
they get paid. They get to have exactly enough time to have fun with their family and have that job. So, for people getting into the entertainment industry as artists, what advice do you have?
Oh my God, I've been asked this so many times from Art Center to all that. I mean, even when I was teaching at Nome, it's like, God, it's advice. I mean, don't do it. Do some other job.
Run away.
Go right away. But the thing is, when you have that thing, that calling, that urge, that I have to create. There's no way around it. If that means doing gallery work, working on canvas, paper, whatever that is, photography, dancing. To me, that's all creating art. Acting, you want to do acting.
So if somebody's like, I want to work in animations.
Great, then take the proper classes, meaning go and learn, not only just watch animation, see what's out there, but get the proper schooling, meaning learn how it takes, learn the process of animation, because it's a team effort. I mean, yes, you could do the animation yourself because technology helps, like you do everything yourself, but that shit's gonna take forever. Depending on how big it is. There are stuff you see on Vimeo or on YouTube where someone actually animated this something themselves, but it took a while, but it's fucking amazing, But sometimes, sometimes it's good to have a group, because the majority of the time, animation is a group effort. Making theater games is a group effort. everything. Like some of the stuff in like Hollywood, it's a group effort. So learn to be in that mindset to learn how to work with other people.
Learn how to play well with others.
You could do, like I said, you could still do your own stuff, but sometimes like do your own drawings, photography. You could do your own stuff, writing, write your stuff around.
Entertainment and animation's an industry.
Yeah.
It's not you marketing your own stuff. You're a part of a large team, so so that's what you'd recommend is learning how to.
Yeah, just to learn, go to people go to like say Cal Arts or Art Center, like, but you could also go to other schools. There's some other schools you go online, which I've never done, but there are other schools like there's Noman, CDA.
You can get DVDs.
Yes, there's DVDs, but taking classes, you want to ask questions and interact with an actual animator. Or someone that actually runs the business, because in animation there's different people. There's people that do storyboards, that they put down the stories, the pacing of the story, director, all that. But then you have someone the actual animators that they go and actually do the animation.
And the lighting department.
And you have the lighting, face in 3D. You got the technical side. Of course, design. There's a design department, design the characters, design the environments, build the environments, build the characters. If there's in 3D or 2D,
So for you, would you recommend learning multiple facets of art? I mean, you seem to do so many different things.
Yeah. I would say start with one. Focus on building a portfolio so you can get a job. Get the job so you get that experience, and then you start building that portfolio. So, for example, when I got out of Art Center, I built my portfolio for entertainment and for doing illustration work. So right off the bat, I ended up doing Sony, doing that first. Then on weekends, in the same week when I got hired at Sony, I got hired at the Creature Effect, but to work on the weekends. And then I got called for this company. I forgot what it was. This company to do a bunch of illustration ideas for Candy Bar. And then I did it. And after that, okay, I'm not gonna do any illustrations. I'm gonna work on just entertainment. That's what I ended up doing. So I had to do it, but then along the way, though, I would get illustration. People ask me just to do illustration work, but a lot of it is entertainment based. Like this past year, I did some illustrations for end credits for a short film, which is kind of cool. And that same client is asking me to do the pilot for him. He really likes what we did for him. And he has other ideas, so hopefully, like I said, I'm building that relationship. It's building a relationship with clients. To me, that's where I'm at. It's like I want to have control over what I'm doing. It's like helping him out, seeing it. But the thing is that I'm able to design it the way how I see things. So that's finding people that like what you do is fucking awesome. That's what you really want.
That's the goal as an artist.
But then also be able to do your stuff and put it out there and build that build an audience that that they appreciate your work. The thing is that to like I have to get like a bunch of followers on Instagram or what's your focus on your skills. Focus on being educated. This other stuff is great. Use social media to let people know about your work, but let the work speak for itself. Build on to that. And that's something I see, unfortunately, a lot. Like they just focus, like they try to be popular, but they have nothing to back up.
There's no content.
Yeah, just worry about what you're doing, And also the other things, people like to copy a lot. I see people copying styles. Like it's okay to do that, especially if you're an animator. You kind of have to do that, and video games too. But think about, you want to get your work, but if you're trying to sell your own stuff, you're doing conventions, do stuff for yourself. I mean, try to do your own style. Do a twist on your cartoons if you And I see that, like I said, like CTM is a good example of a place where it's like Comic-Con for animation. It's like there's some amazing talent. People that could paint better than me for cartoons, but sometimes it's like. But they all look the same.
They're all cookie cutter, specific animation, illustrative style.
Yeah, which is nothing wrong to get the job. But if you're going to be selling books, fucking do your shit. Do something like a twist of what you want to say something, And I've learned that not everyone are just happy to, and it's fine. just be happy with what you're. If that's the case, if that's what you like to, fine. As long as you're happy. I mean, I'm not gonna force you to. No, you have to evolve. Everyone has to they choose
If
what
they
they
want to
like.
copy, they can copy,
They can
and
copy.
they'll get hired to.
And they will get
draw
hired. And
those
actually, there's some
things.
people I know they're fucking amazing, and they always have work, but they can't break from that. And I shouldn't say it's unfortunate, but they're happy. That's fine, as long as they're happy. You know, for me, I have to be more than that. But other people like that though too. Though I see them pitching show ideas, which I've been doing. Like I want to be able to shows like that. Look at like Beavis and Butthead. You look at some shows ugly, like that's an ugly looking show, but the idea is fucking
It
great.
was so funny.
But
Oh
it's
my
funny
God.
though. It looks like shit though. I mean, and another one. I mean, there's a bunch of them. South Park. That looks like shit, but you know, but it's great. It's perfect. But though, it's perfect for what it is.
It's almost simple enough to communicate the story.
That's what it is. So it's perfect for what it is. So and when I say it's shit, I don't mean that. Sometimes I'd rather it be that than if whatever it's rendered like. Okay, that's not good. It
Like
should not
overly rendered that distracts from
like
the
it
story.
should not be look like Disney. It would be funny though. It would be kind of fucked up too. But it shouldn't be that, you know.
Plus, that's time consuming. So
It is.
If you're doing the animation, you want something simple
Mm-hmm.
so that you can speed through it and get what you're trying to do, which is communicate.
Mm-hmm. Get the joke out. Let's get the joke out. You know, Family Guy. Even though Family Guy, they put a little more work onto their stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool, interesting stuff. I like some of the stuff like. I like more alternative, like Titmouse does some really interesting things. I mean, what they do as a studio, they get hired. Like they've done stuff Disney, they've done stuff other, but they're really interested in what they do. I really like how they because if you go like say Disney, it's very corporate, you know. But lately, though, it's kind of cool. Like they're actually kind of are working with creators now to do some really funky stuff, which is kind of nice to see, though. And I think they saw like people want to see new things, you know. The princess stuff, that's great. That's always gonna be there. But let's do some new shit, you know, some other stuff. The people like older generation that are growing up, they're not gonna be looking at princesses. They want to look at other stuff, and you could just build upon that. You know,
And you feel like Disney is actually like moving in that direction
bit by
because
bit.
it just seems a smart thing to do.
Yeah, you Cartoon Network with Adult Swim. You have, you know, with Nickelodeon with Spike. You know, fucking making these Mickey, you know, drinking, you know, like, you know, something. Yeah, you have to, you know. You don't have to, but I think it's nice because also people that are working on those shows, they want to be able to have the freedom to maybe hopefully be able to jump on those type of shows too. You know, I have a friend. He's a fucking amazing artist. Does some work. He's working on a princess show. It's like,
Oh,
oh my god.
you
But
feel
the thing
like
is,
he's
though,
paying his dues?
yeah, it's like okay. We're in trouble.
No, actually, I was just checking the time.
Uh.
We should probably do one more 10-minute. That went by really fast.
You said
It's
30,
already been over an hour.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
great. This is awesome.
I hope people are liking what we're talking about. Or
You're like a treasure chest of information. Let's do this thing that I mentioned to you over
Okay, yeah.
text message, where we draw for 10 minutes and then we switch.
Uh-huh.
So we draw her for 10 minutes and then we switch papers.
Okay.
And then you draw on mine and then I'll draw on yours.
Okay.
And we will have these for sale on shopxsn.com. If you want to purchase it. Do you want to sell this one?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
If they
and then
want it.
Number 3 and number 4. I'll be number 3. Yours, well, actually, they're both by us. So one will be number 3, one will be number 4.
Yeah. Quattro.
Okay, I'll even whip out a pencil. You ready for a 10, madame? This is so fun. I only read like 2 of these questions.
Oh,
They're
really?
Amazing. Yeah.
Oh.
But you said so many wonderful things. All right, so we're gonna start drawing.
Mm-hmm. lighting, yeah.
it's awesome. So I bought all these comic boards from Amazon, but I realized that I'm new to drawing. Like, 'cause one side is shiny, and the other one's dull for pencil.
Do anything traditional?
Well, I have a Wacom, so technically
Uh-huh.
I'm drawing
Uh-huh.
by hand. Man, that Wacom saves so much time. Ridiculous.
So, yeah, just for, just when I scan stuff in, work stuff visually, sometimes we have to do some changes and stuff, which is always the fucking case. And yeah, it's amazing. Even now, for my stuff, I'll start everything with it traditionally. I'll just scan everything.
That's what I was doing, and then
For design, I think now with comics, you could just rough it in visually,
Yeah.
just straight, so clean it up.
sometimes I'll just trace. I'll like pick a thing and I'll trace it. Like backgrounds, forget it, man. I can't do backgrounds. But I have my friend Matthias builds them for me in Cinema 4D,
Yeah.
and then I get a background, and then I trace it, and because it has the camera, so it'll.
You can move it around.
Yeah, totally. Oh, it's cheating, but fuck it, whatever gets you there.
No, people have been doing. Trust me, ever since they did the Google, what's that one?
Oh, SketchUp.
The
Yeah.
SketchUp one.
I use SketchUp Basic.
Yeah.
I had their trial, which was awesome, but then I ran out of my trial.
Yeah. There's not really any good. I mean, pay for it, but it's kind of expensive. But
It's like $400 or something crazy.
yeah. But then it's cheaper than getting the other ones. But to be honest, the free one is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another arm.
Yeah.
I love your David Bowie homage. Oh yeah, Claire Max made the dress. It's funny because on the screen it just freaks out against the green screen.
I totally forgot about this. I think look at that. I have all the.
You have all of the David Bowie songs.
A bunch of them. Just some of the hits.
As you should.
Yeah.
That's what
I always have it.
Oh, we can't play it then.
It's red.
No, we can't because of the audio.
Oh.
Because of the live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. For that, because of that, my brother does the background music for the show.
Oh, it's very cool. Oh yeah, you went and did the applied right for the podcast.
Yeah. So what I do with this is
You're gonna.
I cut the audio.
Mhm.
So this is going to go onto YouTube.
Okay.
But then the audio
Okay, there
is
we
going to go onto the podcast.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll talk about you.
Scary. also the thing though too, working at the house or the studio, that I get to play the music.
Yeah.
You know, depending on what I want to listen to.
Is that it? Ooh. Alright. So this is what we got to work with. This is the first one. Wait,
And she's going down too. Go down. Get down.
I'm feeling it. So that's what we're working with, and then we're gonna switch.
Yeah. So what do you think so far?
I want to ink this.
Oh, look at that,
Oh, shit,
huh?
I need bigger paper. I'm gonna go grab it. No, we're gonna actually draw on that. So if you want to stay in that pose.
Yeah, I mean, 10 minutes of the thing.
Yeah. There we go. I'm an artist. I can figure this out.
Let me know when to go.
I'm ready. Yeah, actually.
I don't know.
Woo!
I just
It's
did
so
it.
spacey.
I know. Just, I like a.
Don't fuck up, Satine. Don't fuck up.
Which one? Which brush pen do you have?
I've got the Pentel
Oh, that's a good
Magic Pen. It makes
Right.
everything amazing.
That's a good one.
Dude, I feel like I go through them every couple months. Either I lose them or they run out of
How much is it? That's the one I.
This is the one, right?
I know, but I can never get that to work.
That's why I ordered it specifically. because
You can. I don't have good luck with that refilling things.
I
For
should
some
brought- I
reason.
should have brought my. There's one pen I got for like $30, but it's really.
It's one that's the gold. It's the brush pen that has like the gold accent.
Yeah, because it's Japanese.
It's like the K, right?
Yeah,
I was looking at that the other day.
they're nice. They're fucking nice. I got that one. I got another one. They're both $30, but it's well worth the money.
Oh, wow.
And also they're refillable too. You can buy the packet, which is fine. And you know what you're paying for? It's the actual tip.
bristle.
It's the bristle
Oh, yeah.
itself.
Natural.
It's really nice. Yeah. After a certain time, of course you're gonna have to chuck it, or you know.
It's like investing in a paper.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes. I still have ones from school, from art center. I still use them. I still have. They still work. You gotta keep them nice and
You gotta
shampoo
clean them, yeah.
to the actual real hair.
You don't condition them, you just shampoo them.
Just shampoo them.
There would be people who didn't wash their brushes after washing them.
Why would you do that? You're wasting money, is what you're doing.
The thing is, though, you know what? I had like cheap brushes when I was at art center, but then I ended up learning how to like get this and that. So I started accumulating nicer stuff along the way. Like I have examples of nice high-end oil paints, acrylics, all that with my cheap stuff. But it's just the progression. And then once I graduate, I ended up buying a whole set of these brushes I yet to use, but they're there. Ready, I mean, I have like new sets of stuff, thinking like because I'm doing everything digital now,
Yeah.
and I do want to do traditional. But that's another thing, you know. Meaning, I think that's gonna be for me. Meaning to
The
do
traditionals for you,
the
work
traditional
is-
stuff. The digital's really gonna be
It's
for.
just, it keeps you loose. It
Yeah.
keeps you thinking in different
Yeah.
dimensions.
But even doing like stuff, working at people just do all the sketches digitally. You know, they have the iPad Pro with the pen.
Oh my god, it's so
amazing.
pretty.
But the thing is, I was like, I could just.
Draw it.
But check
Paper.
this out. So I go to Apple Store
Uh-uh.
and they have this program to show you, and
Yeah.
there's like a Japanese brush program, and it is so smooth it feels like ink. It
No, it's-
feels slippery and wet, and then of course you got the big fat brush, which makes everything look amazing. Okay, I'm gonna start.
Those Japanese like
Should I restart this ad?
No,
No.
just let it go.
I don't know. actually being telling me of people's stuff. You know, just like, oh, I like how you aim to you. Like, okay, fine, fuck it. But, yeah. Then people's comic books or pieces with them.
Remember that thing we did for Agent 88?
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that.
That was so fun.
Yeah, maybe we gotta do something. We gotta do something. We gotta do a project together. Do an animation. Wanna join the fun too?
Heck yeah. She's really good at anatomy too. She's like obsessed.
No, that's a good thing.
Like her anatomy, like she does all like you do in school. You do the really focused,
No, I
traditional.
like go in fast, quick, and go back again. Just go, take the time and really put it
As a
in.
doctor, I was supposed to be a doctor. Maybe that's where it comes from.
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
actually, when I was doing I had like a sketchbook just anatomy. I was just going through bones and have like the layers with the tracing papers and stuff.
Yeah.
I had one time. This is when I used to go to raves, and I was going in doing my homework, doing my art center homework. My friend was DJing. He's like, okay, let me help him out. I'm there in the back doing my homework, and then boom, 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 and one of the DJ comes over like, are you a medical student? I'm like,
so
no,
funny.
dude. I'm just like, cause I'm naming everything
Learning
color.
anatomy, fool.
Yeah, I'm an artist. I'm gonna like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna be an artist when I grow up.
Yeah,
And then here we are.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that people don't realize is like you're gonna be an artist when you grow up, and then you're a grown up.
The thing is, it's a lifelong process. There is no, to me, there is no retirement. There's no retirement.
I just have to. There is no retirement.
The retirement, if you think about it, it's like, I mean, if you happen to make lots of money and stuff, that's cool. But to be honest, this is something that it's a lifelong till you, pretty much till you're dead, then
Yeah,
you're
look
done.
at, what's his name? The guy that did Peanuts,
Oh,
right?
he retired, but then he passed on really shortly after. He
Yeah,
did-
but that's because he retired only because he was even doing his art with squiggly lines. He literally drew until he couldn't draw
do
anymore.
anymore.
That's inspiring. That's just
Yeah, it's like another time I said, because he's retired and everything. Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep working till I'm old. And he's like, what? But he didn't understand what I was
I
trying to
think
tell him. Like, dude, like,
creative people understand it.
yeah, he's a technical guy. He's like computers and all that stuff.
Anytime anybody tells me about retirement, it like gives me like willies.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I had the means, I will invest in certain things and all
You'll
that.
never stop drawing.
Yeah. I mean, trust me, I went to private school when I was a kid. You know, I took all the business class, all that shit. You know, but yeah, it's like, but that's just, you know, it's like, you know, get an advisor and stuff. But right now, that's not my mindset right now. I'm not making that type of money anyway. So who cares?
That's actually my mindset. You know the whole what is it, $500 billion lotto thing that happened.
Oh yeah,
Big
the
spin or whatever.
Powerball.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I mean, I knew what it was, but it's like I didn't know how to play it. Someone had to teach me how to play.
Yeah. But like I was thinking,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like,
so-
especially at that point with that many people putting in,
but I think what
you're
was
better
really
off,
cool-
you know, just that or you're getting eaten by a shark or
Yeah,
tree
but I think
falling
what
on
was
you.
cool
I don't know.
Is the idea that what people think about, like what would you do with this money? And
Oh, just
so,
invest in my business.
see, that's what I say too. And I talk to other people who are not creative.
They're
and not
gonna spend
entrepreneurs.
it. But don't get me wrong, I'll do that too. But it's not gonna cost no damn $200 million.
Yeah.
Helping my family is, to be honest, it's not gonna be that much.
I always said I would pay off all my friends' student loans.
Yeah,
And then-
yeah, but unfortunately, a lot of people go like up to 100,000. It's crazy.
If I had $500 billion.
Yeah, you could do it.
Yeah, that and like helping develop programs for students, like art programs or, you know, communities becoming more sustainable, self-sustainable, with food and entertainment.
Yeah, that's the thing is people want to be entertained. Even when hard. They still want to be entertained. When they go watch,
Especially if shit
they
is
go
hard.
movies, but even the way we consume entertainment now is different. I mean, you look at Netflix, that stream model, I should say. That's pretty much the future right now. That's where it's heading.
Yeah.
But where it's gonna be involved, who knows? But that's even then that's gonna be different.
This is so cool.
Hmm?
This is actually fun. Breaking out of my boundaries.
Yeah, I've actually worked with I'm working on another project with a friend of mine. It's actually to pitch a comic book idea, but we also want to use it as a means to showcase a story that could be possibly done as a live action thing. But we want to do it as a comic book though too.
Yeah. You've done comic books before. Why would you do it again?
No, this is I will help develop it, do 5 stories, and then if it gets picked up, we could
Have
get
somebody
another
else draw it.
Yeah, no.
It's at time, but I can keep going if you want.
Oh, yeah, we only have 10 minutes left, so I guess we'll just stop there
Yeah,
and
fine.
show what we did.
Another like 5 or something.
No, we're just gonna talk for the rest, and then
Yeah, there we go. We do a little, bust down a little dancing. That's what I did at Art Center. I would do like do the dance stuff. I would hang out with my the other artists there, the models too. I would hang out with them.
it's important to hang out with other artists. Like,
It
you need
is.
that because it's only they understand what you're going
Yeah,
through.
even, also, I appreciate when I was school by Art Center, talking with older artists, meaning instructors. But then you start talking, and then you start going to convention, other places, galleries, you start meeting people that in their 50s, 60s or older. Oh my God, they have so much knowledge about the shit they've gone through. And then we're going through the same shit. It's just different in the sense of what we're producing, but it's the same bullshit. They have to go through dealing with fucking crazy clients, dealing with just trying to get paid, all that sort of stuff, Or even going through when you work on your own stuff, going through just trying to.
Not
they
be
have-
eaten by self-doubt.
Yeah, no, something like, what the fuck am I doing? Why is this isn't working? Because sometimes you go through ruts with why things aren't working right, but that's normal though. I mean, any creative person's gonna go through type of have writer's block, there's artist block type of people. It's true, it does happen. So sometimes I tell people, sometimes you gotta stop, don't go too crazy, and think, okay, maybe sometimes you could just, like me, putting on the right music, get inspired. It's always a great thing to do. There's so many different things to inspire you to do.
Embrace your artist self.
Yeah,
and
you
do
other-
the things
go
that
to-
make you.
Go to
inspired.
you know what? I love going to galleries.
So you guys can purchase these on shopxsn.com.
Mhm.
Yeah, these are great. You want to number that one also? Because you have a pencil.
Yeah, this is number.
So number 3 and 4 is what we
You
have.
could do this here. You can sign.
Oh yeah, I gotta sign it. Oh, look at us signing. Okay, I have one more question. We have 5 minutes left.
That's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna sign above your name.
Okay.
All right, my last question, and the question I hope to ask everyone that comes on the show, is here somewhere. My big kid cards.
Oh, boxes or breeze.
No way, man. Okay, what is your dream project? And if it's not something you do on your own, and it's collaborative,
Mhm.
who would it be, alive or dead?
Oh. God, I don't know.
You're on the spot. You got
It's
5
like-
minutes.
you know, it's
4
like-
minutes.
Right now I'm I think I'm getting there, meaning I'm working with really talented people, right now with what we're doing. I think that is important. We're working with my buddy Tony, Jeff, Jonathan, a long list of other creators that I'm working with to get our ideas out there, But now you're talking about other people like, live or
like
dead. Mobius would have been awesome to me, but he's passed on. But another person would be interesting too. And I've actually talked to when I was in art center, the dean the guy that did the illustration department, he was friends with Andy Warhol, and he talked about Andy Warhol, and that's one person I would love to have met and interact with, because look, what the fuck, but look at what he did, for the art scene, being a traditional artist. That's what he was. He was a commercial artist, but then he started going to, I'm going to the gallery scene. He started doing, it's like seeing
rocked
that.
He
fucking rocked it. He did his thing. I mean, he did his thing the way he wanted to do it. I mean, he made a lot of money off of it. But, it was cool. But it's just his process. What's he thinking? And also the other artists that he interact with too. There's so many other artists that really like hanging with him, talking with him, and stuff like that.
So really, for you, rather than because you're doing what you want right now, but really you would just love to meld brains with some artists.
Artists, even filmmakers, like Stanley Kubrick. When I went to his thing on
LACMA,
they had this retrospective, and it was like amazing just to see the thing, because he's started off as being a photographer as a young, when he was young, but then he moved that idea of photography, how he composed shots, into filmmaking. That's why his fucking films took such a long time to produce.
But they're so elegant.
But they're
They're
like, even you look
perfect.
at even 2001, even though the idea of that's like, okay, we have special effects, but the way he fucking shoot that thing is still a piece of art. It's an art. It's art right there. You look at that.
Every scene has purpose to it.
Like The Shining is fucked up, and I love it though. The way that's shot too. It's like, oh my god, it's like, all his fucking movies. I mean, really. I mean, even his last film is great too.
Yeah. Was that Eyes Wide Shut?
I Was Shut. Yeah. It was okay. Tom Cruise and all that, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It's just the way it was the guy behind the camera.
I find that very similar with like Wes Anderson. Totally, just every single shot is designed. Color palettes.
That guy's fucking amazing.
And the Coens.
The Coens, yes.
Yeah. So that is all the time we have for DrawMelt.
Yes.
That was amazing.
Yes.
I love all the talking and the getting to know you even better and the drawing. So people can find you on the internet. Just Google Axel13.
Yeah. Instagram. You could go like Axel13 on Instagram. Yeah. It's right there.
It's on Facebook and all of that. And the project. So if people saw your artwork tonight and they want to buy something, where could they go?
It's like actually there's a link. Like through,
it's on the show.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Coralfloat.
Yeah, Coralfloat. .com. But I do have a one of those what is it? Those markets that you can go, like a cartel. I have a cartel. I also
you could find them all over the internet.
You could buy my book. I have 3 books. I sell 3 sketchbooks with another sketchbook on the way that I'm putting
by
together.
WonderCon.
San Diego.
By Comic-Con.
Yeah, San Diego.
Awesome. Well, it was a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you again, Lauren, for modeling for us in your awesome David Bowie outfit.
Yes. Come in front of the.
Say hi.
Yes, come on.
Yeah. Wait.
Right there.
Great. Sitting
What am I doing?
Right between us.
So this is a really fun show. Next week we have Polaris, who will be on drawing, probably Lauren again. And that's a wrap. So thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Bye.